Thanks everybody for joining me once again for another review. This time it's for Neolithic Dawn VR for the MetaQuest and also for Steam. And if you're one of those hardcore survivalists that enjoy eating, sleeping, drinking and all sorts of other things to keep your stats up. And if you're a frequent watcher of this channel, go ahead and hit them like and subscribe buttons. Keep up to date on my latest videos, VR, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. I also do like PC and things as well. Editor, go ahead and run that montage, will you? Thank you.
Woo! Yeah! Well, although to be fair, it does give you like other maps to go and explore, all on the same type of map. Kind of like a bit like Ark. Ooh, ooh, oh, fire! Fire! Ooh, 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 ah! Ooh, meat! Meat! I am a genius. Ooh! Ugh! Ugh! Oh, this is awesome! I am kitted out. Naughty bear! Naughty! Hi! Hi! Oh. That's good. Ha 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 ha! Come and get me now! Ah, cool. So this is a bit where you go back as one of your ancestors. So that's the two genes I can use, and away we go!
Okay, so Neolithic Dawn is a VR survival game set in 10,000 BC. The difference with this one is the fact that every time you die, it advances a generation and things change, things degrade and things like that, and you kind of lose certain things as well, so you have to rebuild. Found orphaned as a child, it is when you grow up to you to then go out and discover the mysteries of your past. I also need to stress that the game is in early access, so there is a certain amount of quirky problems within the gameplay. Hopefully will be solved as time goes on, but it is an early access and fair warned. The good. This game has one of the most interesting and probably well put together character creation sections that I have ever played, ever. It may not have Skyrim's like hundreds of different eyes, nose and everything like that, but when you actually put your character together and you look in this massive mirror, it's so freaky. You can move right up close and it's almost like they're looking at you. It's so weird, but really effective. Whilst the game starts a little bit slow, probably so that you can get into it and used to it, the game then opens up and you realise the actual scale of it. Whilst there are different areas you can go into and you will be having to learn how to craft different weapons and also tools in order to go into these places, there is a kind of underlining arc of a story that you kind of like feel that at some point you need to start dealing with. I really do love the fact that you can tame pets and kind of like keep them in your backpack and throw them out whenever you need them, almost like a Pokemon. It's pretty cool. It is the sort of game that you can get lost in, and it's actually quite big. It's so big I haven't actually completed it yet, although these sort of games, it does actually take a while if you ever reach the end. You will be surviving in the day and in the night time, and you can sleep through different periods of it in case you want to be doing different things at different times, but you will need to sleep for your own health as well. I have enjoyed jumping in and out of this one, doing a little bit, coming back out, going back in. I will say right now that it is really hot where I am in the UK, and it has been really difficult to play VR games. I've been using my Switch 2 a little bit more, but as I've been given a review key and I actually enjoy the game, I have been jumping in and out, trying to play as much as I can. And obviously I don't know whether this is any indication of liking or disliking, but I'm pretty sure that if I didn't like the game, I probably wouldn't have gone back in and subjected myself to a really hot head. The bad. Right, so it is in early access. It doesn't look the prettiest. I have had problems making some tools. I've had some problems where the tools have gone missing once I've made them, which is rather annoying. And there are little problems here and there. The gameplay can also be a little bit confusing at times, kind of like, where am I meant to go now and the like. So I kind of like had that thing where I reined myself back and started just concentrating on little things until things started branching out. Visuals and sound. It is kind of voiced in that gobbledygook type language thing that people use, and I'm not a great fan of that. I will say it doesn't look the best, even with the weather and everything. Kind of like just feel like it looks good enough to play, but not good enough to say this is the end product. I'm not 100% sure whether it's fair saying that it doesn't look and sound brilliant. It's got some pretty decent kind of background music I quite enjoyed, and it changes depending on what's happening on screen. But I will say it does have that air of this is an unfinished product, which it is because it's only in early access. The score. It's a little bit weird to me. It's not the most polished or finished game I've ever played, but for some reason it is enjoyable. There are ideas here, like taming the animals and bring them out when you need them, that really ring home, and it just gives you that, wow, that's a really cool idea. There's even a climbing mechanic where you can climb up cliff faces, and that's pretty cool as well. But I wholeheartedly feel myself that all the good way outweighs all the bad, and there's a concept here that, I don't know, it just really feels like something I want to be a part of and see the end result whenever it comes. And that icing on the cake, and do forgive me for not mentioning this, it's also co-op multiplayer. 2-player, but it's still there. I haven't played it yet, but it really does sound like a cool idea. This all kind of leads me to a 7 out of 10. And don't forget, these are just my own personal thoughts on the game, but what else can I go on? I know this one's been a bit of a long one, and I really do thank you if you've held on right till the end, but it was a bit of a mammoth game to go through and also try to like scale down into a small review. So again, thank you for joining me. Please do hit them like and subscribe buttons. Please, I beg of you. No, honestly, seriously, if you want to hit them like and subscribe buttons, it's up to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of them. And if you want a free way of supporting my channel, watch the adverts all the way through. That is just a free, excellent way of just supporting me just by doing that. Until next time, I make flame.